Welcome back. For tonight, I have a beautiful tale from the Elder Goth, in which I used to tell even my children. This one is called The Troll Bride by Susan Price. Ready? Let's go. Trolls, like elves and fairies and humans too, can be good or bad or something in between. These kinds are all within this book. They are odd to look at, certainly not unlike the gnarled forest trees and craggy rocks that are their haunts. If trolls are what you see, you must go north. Scandinavia is their chosen home. The throwing over the church is the splendid tale, may be an echo of an old Danish legend. Once in Denmark, there was a young man who married a troll's daughter, a fine, strapping girl, much taller than he, with tremendous shoulders and forearms, a head of golden stiff hair that was like wire, and long, and a strong tail which she wagged when she saw him. They married because they each felt perfectly suited to each other, and they were very happy together. But the people in the young man's village were not pleased at all. What sort of marriage service was that? They said. Do you like this man? Do you take this troll? That can't be right. Did you see how much that thing ate after the service? Others said. Give it a week or two, and it'll be eating him. Most often the villagers said, what can he see in it? They were so suspicious of the troll bride that none of them would have anything to do with her, even though she tried hard to be friendly. The village children, who had been told that she would eat them, threw stones after her, called her names, and then ran from her in panic. The women she spoke to turned their backs on her. The men shied away from her, as they might from a bear. They made her very unhappy, and even though her husband appealed to them to be kinder to her, they refused. You wait, they told him, until it shows its real nature. He went angrily back to his troll bride, and then swearing that he would have nothing more to do with his own people. One Sunday, while the villagers were in church, the troll bride's father, a huge old troll with a stiff black hair and black beard, came to the barn where the newly married couple were living, until the husband could build a house large enough for his wife. The old troll had traveled down from the mountains to visit his daughter and find out if she was happy. When he heard how the villagers were treating her, he was angry. He scowled so that his brows covered his eyes. He showed his long teeth. He lashed his tail to his daughter. He said, will you throw or catch? She said, oh, father, you won't hurt the poor little things. Will you throw or catch? Repeated the big old troll, his hair bristling. I'll catch, father, she said. Then come along, said the troll, and he left the barn, his daughter and much smaller son-in-law following. The troll led them up the hill to the churchyard, where they waited and listened to the murmur of the prayers and the singing of hymns from the inside the church. The service ended, the people came out, and a crowd backed into the church at the sight of an even bigger, fiercer, and more frightening troll than the one they were already plagued with. "Go around to the other side of the building, daughter," said the troll. And when she had, he beckoned to the people inside the church. Some of them went out to him, too afraid to do anything but obey. Others were pushed out by the priest, who was afraid that the troll would destroy the church, to reach them if he did not. The troll picked them up, and one by one, he threw them over the church roof. They howled as they rushed upward, flapping their arms, trying to fly, but it was worse when they felt themselves beginning to fall. Then their shrieks and moans, so comical that some of the villagers still on the ground couldn't help but giggling, until the troll picked them up. On the other side of the church, the troll's daughter caught them as they came tumbling towards her and set them safely on their feet, straightened their clothes, and patted their heads. When her father had thrown every one of them, except his son-in-law, over the roof, he came around the corner of the building and found them all standing, sitting, or lying around his daughter's skirts, all shaking hard enough to shake off their clothes. "If I ever again hear that you have made my daughter unhappy," said the troll, "we shall play this game once more. But on that day, she will throw, and I will catch. Do you understand, people?" All the villagers understood him very well. As soon as the troll had gone back to the mountains, everyone in the village began calling on the troll bride to give her eggs, cakes, and helpful hints, and everyone who met her wished her good morning and smiled, and the villagers soon discovered that despite her fierce appearance, she was kind and gentle and eager to please. They forgot everything unkind they had said about her when she arrived, and went around telling each other that they had thought from the very first day that she was a lovely thing. Before long, the troll bride was gossiping with the neighbors every day and helping with embroidery and knitting in the evenings, minding children. She was happier than she had ever been. But her husband, who hardly ever saw her anymore, was somewhat bitter because of the friends that she had made. The end. This story tonight is to teach us all. One, do not judge a book by its cover, as the old saying would say. But be careful of what you judge to be scary. Mind, there is something far scarier. Good night, and there the Goth.